Think your pistachio sweets are real? Shockingly, many nuts and desserts are fake. Uncover the wild tricks used to fool you in this eye-opening exposé. From peas disguised as pistachios to peanuts posing as cashews, we'll reveal how sweets factories cut corners. Subscribe and brace for surprises. You might think the nuts in your sweets or snacks are legit, but many are cleverly faked with mind-blowing methods. Some sweets factories skip real pistachios, cashews, or almonds, using cheap substitutes to save cash. Today, we'll dive into the sneaky ways nuts are adulterated and how to spot the fakes. Comment if you've ever doubted your sweets. Sadly, many sweets factories avoid real nuts, opting for fakes that trick consumers. You might buy pistachio baklava or grab nuts from the market, only to discover they're imposters. Let's start with pistachio fraud, the most common scam. Despite their high price, fake pistachios flood cheap sweets, and you'd never guess how they're made. Real pistachios come from pistachio trees, harvested when their shells turn from green to red, either by hand or machine. Machines strip the outer husk, revealing the nut we know. But fraudsters get creative. The National Center for Biotechnology Information reveals a wild trick. Green peas masquerading as pistachios, and it's nearly impossible to tell. Here's how it works. Frozen green peas are roasted in a pan. During roasting, green food coloring mixed with water is added gradually. Once roasted, pistachio flavoring is sprinkled in, and the peas are ground with sugar and more green dye. Another round of roasting or oven baking creates a mix that looks, smells, and tastes like ground pistachios. Alternatively, peas are oven roasted, cooled for hours, then roasted again briefly. They're blended with pistachio flavor, powdered sugar, and green dye, then baked once more. The result? A convincing pistachio dupe used in sweets or sold as ground pistachios in stores, leaving buyers clueless they're eating flavored peas. Another scam uses pumpkin seeds. They're bought cheap, mixed with green food coloring, pistachio flavor, sugar, and sometimes rose or orange blossom water, then ground and roasted. The mix mimics ground pistachios perfectly. Peanuts are also culprits. Peeled, coarsely ground, dyed green, flavored, and baked for an hour to dry, fooling even sharp-eyed buyers. The wildest trick? Spinach-based pistachios. Per the National Center for Biotechnology Information, spinach leaves are blended with water, vegetable oil, egg, white vinegar, vanilla powder, pistachio flavor, and sugar. Flour, salt, and baking powder are added, and the mix is baked at low heat for 10 to 15 minutes, cooled and ground into a pistachio-like powder. Some fraudsters add a few real pistachio bits to the mix for authenticity, making it harder to spot. Extra green dye ensures a vibrant pistachio hue. But not all green pistachios are fake. Real ones are soaked in boiling water for 15 minutes to remove shells, revealing a vivid green nut, which is roasted and ground for legit sweets. Cashew fraud is next. Real cashews come from cashew trees, with one nut per fruit. Workers separate nuts, dry them in the sun, and remove toxic oil and shells manually or mechanically. But their high cost pushes factories to fake them. In India, dough is shaped into cashew-like nuts, but it's obvious. Ground cashew fakes made from peanuts are sneakier. Peanuts are ground with cashew flavor and dyes to mimic ground cashews, used in sweets without raising suspicion. Almonds face the same fate. Peanuts are ground with concentrated almond oil, almond essence, to pass as ground almonds. Walnuts? Unroasted peanuts are mixed with a bit of real walnut flavor, and ground into a convincing dupe. Here's the golden rule. Buy whole nuts and grind them yourself to ensure they're real. Ground nuts are risky, as factories often use these fakes. Spotting fakes in sweets is tough, but experts can sometimes tell with close inspection. Even home cooks use these tricks, making cheap pistachio sweets with peas or peanuts to save money. Loved this shocking reveal? Comment if you'll check your nuts more carefully. Like, share, and subscribe for more food industry exposés. Buy whole nuts, stay savvy, and avoid getting scammed by fake sweets.